Doing it all yourself versus outsourcing. Finding the perfect balance. What makes you a solopreneur rather than an entrepreneur? Well, while the term is fairly subjective, a generally accepted answer is that the solopreneur is someone who runs the kind of operation that would normally require a much larger team. A solopreneur may therefore be responsible for providing a service, producing a product, or otherwise creating value, but at the same time also promoting their business, dealing with customers and clients, and managing the balance sheet. This is a lot of hard work, and it's something that can lead to burnout for a great many people. But here's the thing. Being a control freak who does everything themselves is actually one of the best business decisions you can make. Didn't expect to hear that? It's not a popular view, but it's one that's extremely true. And it's the secret that sets apart many of the most successful creators. In this presentation, we'll learn why that is and how to be a solopreneur without going mad. Why the solopreneur comes out on top. Have you ever thought of hiring a writer to provide content for your website? It sounds like a good idea on the face of it. If the articles earn more money than they cost, from adverts, sales, or anything else, then adding more posts should be a great way to scale your business and earn more money. Pay someone to make lots of articles, then wait for the sweet Google hits. It sounds good on paper, but here's the thing. Getting lots of hits on Google is not how you make the big money online. How do you make the big money online? You create a following. You build a loyal fan base. You build something that is unique and exciting, something that provides real value, and something that no one else can offer. There are thousands of fitness websites out there, but there are only a few that are able to sell courses for hundreds of dollars and have people queuing up to get them. Guess what? Those successful sites aren't the ones that post generic content about getting abs by cutting calories. They're the ones exposing new and unique ways to train, to push human performance, or to express the human body. If you hire a writer, you won't get that. Why? Because unless the writer is an expert in health and fitness, they will have no option but to rehash content they find elsewhere online. That means the content will be generic and derivative by definition. Even if they do know about fitness, they're unlikely to share their groundbreaking theories or revelations with you for a small fee. They'll save that for their own website. The same goes for designing a website, for creating merchandise, or for making graphics. You need to have a distinct visual style that will set your content apart and make you instantly recognizable. This should sell the emotions that you want people to feel when they interact with your brand. The only way to accomplish this is to create things yourself. That way, you are bringing to life the vision of one person. This also works for a small team, and that passion will come across to the users. The fine line. So, does that mean you can never outsource? Of course not. It means that you never outsource things that A, you can do yourself, and B, that provide the core value of what you're offering. Outsourcing menial tasks like outreach, link building, etc. is acceptable. Likewise, you can even outsource aspects of your life outside of your business. How about using a VAS to book your next holiday? But if it is integral to the style, message, and value of your brand, do it yourself. That is your advantage as a solopreneur. How a change of scene can provide a cognitive refresh. One of the biggest challenges for anyone who works online is managing to stay productive and efficient without the external pressure of a boss breathing down their neck. This is combined with the negative influence of having all your favorite things surrounding you at any given time. Then there's the fact that you're probably going to be interrupted repeatedly by friends and family. Or how about the challenge of switching off from work once you've finished, given that you actually work and live in the same environment? If any of these things sound familiar, then stay tuned. we're going to discuss one of the most effective solutions and one of the best ways to upgrade your productivity working online. Working from home doesn't have to mean working from home. Working from home actually means working not in the office. This in turn means you can be productive anywhere and actually enhance your focus and creativity, just taking a laptop out with you and working in local coffee shops or libraries. This has a lot of advantages as compared with working from an office in your own home. For starters, when you work in a coffee shop, you get to leave the house. This is important because it psychologically separates your work life from your home life and makes it that little bit easier for you to switch off when you get home. At the same time, it also means you'll be taking some steps. Remember, it is recommended that we take at least 10,000 steps a day, and failing to do so is bad for your heart, leading to a shorter life and causes obesity and back problems. Another benefit is that this way you also get to meet people. Again, this is quite an important point because spending all your time at home on your own can leave you feeling restless. By heading out to a coffee shop, on the other hand, you will get to at least be around other people who are working, and you'll get to interact with the baristas who work there. If you want to go one step further, you can also look into a shared workspace. There are lots of these kinds of initiatives around these days, and especially in larger towns. Not only do these then offer you the chance to get out of the house, but you'll also get to spend time with people who are there doing something similar to you. This creates networking opportunities and furthermore means the working environment will be entirely geared towards the kind of work you're doing. That means you'll get good Wi-Fi and peace and quiet is standard. Some shared workspaces even give you your own landline and P.O. box. There are other options for where you want to work too. For instance, you could always head to a quiet pub or even a bar, or you could sit outside when the weather is nice. Sitting outside is of course great from a health perspective, but unfortunately it's somewhat lacking in terms of practicality and convenience. To do this well, you'll need to contend with glare on the screen, the lack of somewhere to sit and prop your laptop, bugs, dirt, grass, and no power or Wi-Fi. Still though, perhaps there's somewhere near you that accounts for all this. Maybe you have a bar with some outside seating that's quiet during the day and faces the beach. The world is your oyster when you work from home. Imagine what it might feel like to be kicking back in a comfortable hammock, watching the waves roll or looking at a local landmark, sipping delicious coffee and feeling stimulated by your environment instead of stifled. Meanwhile, all your friends and family are stuck in stifled offices. The kicker? You'll do your very best work this way. What many people don't realize is just how profoundly our environment can affect our state of mind and thus enhance focus, creativity, and motivation. A change is as good as a break. Get out there and mix it up.